You might have to turn the
let's-
screen, the rotation lock off and all that. You know what I mean?
Got you. There we go. Like this.
Perfect.
There we go. How you doing, man?
I'm good, bro. How are you?
Man, I'm doing pretty well, man. A lot of dope things going on. I work at a restaurant, so when I first applied, I was wanting to be a social media marketer for the company Mango, which has been on Shark Tank. So they invest into the company.
Hold on. Don't get into it yet, bro. We're getting into the meat and potatoes already. Fuck, chill out. I ain't even done the intro yet. Let me put my shirt on real quick.
I got you. Sir.
I've been struggling with like my audio and my interviews, so I'm gonna be like all up on the mic at this point, you know what I mean? But we'll just see.
Right.
Like it just feels awkward, but that's what I see everybody else doing, so fuck it.
Right. Sir.
All right, so how exactly do you want to be introduced? Like just Cyffa or like how do you want to be introduced?
Cyffa.
Cypher. Okay. See, that's why I asked. All right, I'm gonna do the intro, and then we're gonna just get into it.
All right, bet.
Cheers. Hold on. Are you using Bluetooth headphones?
Yeah.
Usually that makes a delay in your audio.
Okay. All right, let me take it off.
I want to make sure that you can still hear me and you're still comfortable, though.
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, bet. All right, let's go. 3,
Bet.
2, 1. This is Karikter asked it. You already know Karikter did it. I'm here with Cyffa, bro. You're a unique individual. Tell us about yourself.
Appreciate you, man. I'm an artist, social media marketer, own my own marketing company to help influencers, businesses grow organically. I'm friends with a lot of team leaders within the networks. I'm pretty sure that you are familiar with it because I did see that you were part of that network too. I've been in that game for about 2-3 years of people building group engagement that's organic and not about bots, because I even know personally that even news channels use bots in order to up their posts in order for people to even be enthused about what they got going on. And not a lot of people know that.
That's a conversation right there. That's a conversation that needs to be had.
Bro,
bots on IG.
Crazy.
I'm sorry, all these people that are, look, you want to grow organically, that's amazing. But at the end of the day, every big name, every single person that has a big following and big views and likes and they're botted. They use bots. The record labels use bots. I don't care what you say. It's part of the game.
It's part of the game. It's a numbers game. Like I tell people all the time, go to your icon or your favorite artists' favorite businesses' Instagram, scroll on there, click their followers and scroll. Almost every 5 seconds, there's a new bot follower.
like a chunk of them, because they come in waves. Yeah.
Like they're probably getting 2 grand of followers on their following posts. Kim Kardashian, damn near almost at, she's like almost at 150 million followers.
Yeah, she's the biggest, right? Yeah, I think.
She's one of the biggest influencers on social media alone. But when Instagram is like obviously the top 3 social media platforms in order to be successful in this world nowadays.
No doubt.
Along with TikTok. I think it's TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram.
Yep.
But yes, bots. Now the game with that, because I was just talking to owners of a company, Mango, which they're a $1 million business. I work in that company alone. Honestly, for my people in Virginia, we're a slave state. So we have a lot of things going on mentally with skin color and who's accepted and who's not. That's the first state of the whole establishment of history. So what I did is I'm like, okay, cool. They downing this ethnicity. How can we put this certain specific ethnicity in this high ranking category? Is to network, build, gain knowledge, improve your skills on whatever you need to do. You can't I was just thinking this outside. You can't assume that people don't like you when you're not welcoming. You have to be more welcoming and understand who Karikter is before I start spitting out who Cyffa is. Because we're never going to get anywhere, and I don't feel like I'm better than you and you're better than me when it's not that. We can utilize each other.
Absolutely.
That's one thing that goes around when you're in a certain field, like you as a host, and you're kind of like a podcast and interviewer. There's millions of them. But what separates you is that you're welcome. You're welcoming. That's the only reason why we're here today.
I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that. But let's get to the beginning of your story, bro. Where are you from?
I'm from Virginia, man. Home with Pharrell Williams. Virginia Beach.
Virginia Beach.
So,
right. I'm from Silver Spring, Maryland, bro.
Okay. So you're in the DMV area.
Born and raised, man. Born and raised.
That's what's up.
I left when I was 19 and, I did my thing. But, yeah.
That's what's up, man. Yeah, DMV got hidden talent, bro.
DMV is a magical place. People can't understand it unless you grew up there. It is. We won't get into it, but it's a magical place.
It is.
How old are you?
I'm 27, man.
How long have you been involved in this social media hustle?
So I've always been into the social media besides making money from it. For almost a decade now, man. I started when I was 18, really taking being an influencer and a social media content creator is serious, but I didn't know how to make a living out of it. In the beginning, it's a whole bunch of questions. You know this, even starting to be a content creator as yourself, you're sitting here like, how can I make this successful? How can I have a successful purpose for everybody to want to even be interested in what I'm doing?
Exactly. In order to gain followers, you have to make them want you on their feed. They're not going to follow you unless they want to see more of what you're doing while they're just scrolling aimlessly through Instagram. That's what they're hoping for.
Right.
Okay. So you started this 10 years ago, 2012, 13-ish.
Yeah.
What have been your biggest accomplishments along the journey?
So musically, my biggest accomplishment was even meeting Megan Thee Stallion, opening up for her. Don't skip over that. Start at the beginning of that story.
So
Megan Thee Stallion, that was a competition thing. It was at a college. Mind you, the whole story behind that was me not even knowing that this was even going on. I was a featured artist on a song in the studio. So I just walked up to the college campus to be a featured artist. I'm chilling. I'm not even trying to do too much. I'm just I'm going to just lay down my verse and carry it on with my life. I get in the studio and I used to be in this group where it was singers, rappers, all that. We never had a name because everybody was individually dope. So we just hung around each other. But we helped each other's careers. So I'm going to the studio. Shouts to Rob J. You know what I'm saying? He invited me there. He actually has a song with the baby. And I'm going to the studio, and my man Zay, he was like, man, I want you to feature on here. He's a singer. So I was a rapper, you know what I'm saying? I'm different with the way I intellect my music. I'm a feature artist. I'm in there. I'm chilling. We vibing. We having a good ass time, bro. Boom. So I'm seeing this poster that Megan Thee Stallion and G Herbo are coming to Norfolk State University. And I'm like, what's going on here? How can I get involved in what's going on here? Do you have an opening? Do you have, is it a talent show? Do you have an audition? So my homies that's in there that we were already helping each other, it was crazy because they weren't too much interested into it, but I'm always about opportunity. It's always room for growth and never settle yourself to where I got signed out of high school tuition with Jesse Brooks. So I'm not going to just sit here and be like, oh, I've done these things and I've been around these people. I'm not going to take any new opportunities. So my friends were like, go in the hallway. the directors in the hallway to even get in. I'm already an entrepreneur. I'm not scared of people, so I was like, I don't need nobody to speak for me. I'm gonna go out in the hallway and speak for myself and see
Damn
what's
right,
going
bro.
on.
Damn right,
So
bro.
I go in the hallway and I'm talking to this lady, and mind you, this is not even the plug for the whole thing that's going on. And she's like, she's one of the directors. So I'm talking to her. I'm like, look, I'm an artist. I'm a feature artist on this record that we're doing in the studio, but I'm an artist as myself. I have my own fan base, and a lot of people genuinely love my music. She's like, cool. Check this out. I'm not part of this university, but I got on the show. So I'm just doing my entrepreneurship, talking to her, and she's like inviting me to the audition. Boom, I get the date for audition. I get to the audition. I'm auditioning. Mind you, I'm not even expecting what I have got as a credential as what's going on. Performing, college kids were lit. They were like, yo, he has stage presence. He got all this going on. I got moved on to the second step, which was you have to go on social media and have people tag Megan Thee Stallion and tag NSU, this certain SEA department that they have going on, and see how many people you can get to tag. I already have a fan base. I already know that this specific type of social media engagement thing, that how important it is to show that who's more popular than the other person, which there is a world like that, that all they care about
Oh
is
no
numbers
doubt.
and
Oh no
popularity.
doubt, bro. That's the whole world.
That's like the main thing. Who's popular than the next? Who can we resell? So we did this competition thing. We're sitting down in this gym, and everybody's a student but me. And I'm sitting here, and one of the guys that is cool. His name's Dominic. He's the reason why I even got this opportunity. He was like, "All right, everybody, y'all made it to the last step. We have about, I think it was like 20, 30 people. They were only choosing 10 artists." And he was like, I want to see how many people can tag on your post of you performing and possibly opening up for G Herbo and Megan Thee Stallion. And I was like, cool. I already know that this is going to be a go. I posted it. I had almost like 500 people tag the NSU. And that's impossible to do if you don't have a fan base.
Absolutely.
So I won and I got in. And everybody was congratulating, saying, yo, congrats, boom, boom, boom. I got a chance to meet Megan Thee Stallion. I performed at, like I said, Norfolk State University. It was a great experience. I got the number for Megan Thee Stallion's manager, who's chopping it up. I'm a producer as well. I do everything in the industry. And I was telling the manager, I was like, because you got to get things at a step in time. You don't want to give people too much sauce and be like, I do all these things. They were like, yeah, okay, well, where to start? Yeah. So I'm telling him I'm a producer. But I opened up for Megan Thee Stallion, let him know I was an artist. So he's like, okay, well, he's kind of like a slight Kanye West, like he raps and does all these things. So I met Megan. Megan was cool. I took a picture with her. You know, her vibe was different. At that time, that was not her prime. That was the time that she was coming out, and everybody was like, oh, snap, like this is a new female artist that's about to blow. So if you ever get a chance to go on my Instagram, on my highlights, if you scroll on to the left, you'll see I have a whole story highlight of me seeing Megan Thee Stallion posted up with her. You know what I'm saying? It was amazing, bro. Like it's the experience that matters, bro. And I don't have anything else after that as far as me doing a song with her and all that. But it's the fact that artists don't realize that when you put down as a credential your resume or your EPK, which is called an electric press kit, that you put down this information that you open up for a big name, and then it's catchy and familiar with people. It opens doors for you much more than you saying, bro. And that's why I still do that today. Like I focus on my resume. I don't really care about who likes me, who doesn't like me. If I'm getting 100,000 streams on a song and I have massive amount of credentials, I'm one of the top artists in the city because nobody is doing what I'm doing at this moment in time.
You're getting 100,000 streams?
But beginning my music career, bro, it started with Alicia Majesty Brooks. That's like my mother. She really put a stamp on she wrote Ponder Replay for Rihanna. The only reason why Rihanna is where she's at is because of this lady that I signed to. And out of high school, I was at the beginning stage of like, I don't know what to do. I don't know where to start. I want to be this big artist, this big influencer, this big whatever celebrity. How do I do that? So I went on Google, which a lot of people don't do, is what? When you need to know information, you want to know information, you're supposed to research and go figure things out. And so I was on Google and I was looking up record labels in Virginia. We don't have any. But there was this university school that was kind of like a label literally down the street from where I was living at. And I pulled up on them. I didn't know anything about Alicia Majesty Brooks. I walk in the door, and I'm going to give you a little gist of like that because it was so inspirational. The fact that she told me when she first saw me, she saw a glow, she saw a star. And she signs people. If anybody knows who Baby E is, he's an artist from Virginia that's signed to Young Money. The only reason why he got signed to Young Money with Lil Wayne is because Alicia Majesty Brooks called Dr. Luke and plugged him in. Okay. And if you know Dr. Luke, he's the plug in the industry. That's what I'm saying. Like, I grew up around a lot of idols to the point that when I walk in a room, people are now looking at me like, yo, he's really done some stuff. Where I'm from, people do that. But yeah, I got signed out of high school, Alicia Majesty Brooks. I walk in, she says I got a glow. She is like astonished because she has levels. It will be like blue, black, orange, yellow, to the gold, to the silver, to the bronze, to the silver, to the gold, to the platinum. Some artists were there for 10 years. I moved all the way to silver within 3 to 4 months. When you get to the last level, you get a record deal, like a legitimate deal, whether it's Atlantic Records, Young Money, maybe at Music, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Wherever Dr. Luke or whoever is in position, once feels like you're good to be placed in, they'll put you there. That really inspired me there. And with that story, Alicia Majesty Brooks, like I said, is my mother. She inspired me. She helped me with my stage presence. I used to look down on the floor. Alicia Majesty Brooks told me to eye contact. When you say your lyrics, the artists are going to feel it more if you look at them in the face and use hand gestures. A lot of artists on stage standing and rapping and wonder why people are yawning in the crowd and not enthused in what they're saying. Oh, they're not paying attention to my lyrics. I don't know if anybody likes me. It's because you're not giving them a reason to like you. Be different. You know what I'm saying? Hand gestures. If you ever watch LL Cool J, Drake is number one for that. Bro. Every time he performs, he's like,
yep.
And it has you rolling. So she helped me with that. I used to be shy and not knowing how to be this person I wanted to be, but she brought it. It was inside of me, but I didn't know how to bring it out, and she brought it out. Yeah, after that, bro, that inspired me, and even after then, I became friends with Michael Copon. He's a Blue Ranger for Time Force. He travels to LA to Virginia all the time. He's a super celebrity. He's been on Bring It On. He's the main character on Scorpion King 2. So I'm meeting these people in person. And when I met Michael Capone, it's like everywhere I go with celebrities, they know a celebrity.
Yeah, I'll tell you, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's how it goes.
That's how it goes. Like, I didn't come up to him. I respected him, but I came to him as I'm going to be this person too. I didn't lower myself. I didn't ask for a favor. I was already in my mind. We're at the same level. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt. No doubt.
So I auditioned to be a dancer in his background video, but his artisan video, which is now his wife, which is crazy. It's dope. You can even see it on YouTube. It's Michael Capone, Vicky Jade. But I auditioned as a dancer because I dance too. I do a lot of things, bro. So I'm in there, I'm killing it. And Michael Capone is just sitting there, bro. And he's like, all right, we're going to put down another list. Everything I've done in my life was always competitive. Like, I had to compete to be getting these opportunities, as you see. So I won that competition. Michael Capone hits me up and he's like, hey, bro, come back to the studio. Mind you, everything I'm saying is like, it's so mind-blowing. I'm talking about it now because, like, even Michael Capone had a movie studio, bro.
Yeah.
Like, in Virginia. And in Virginia, there's no opportunities. There's not that much to offer. But in Chesapeake, Virginia, Michael Capone has this movie studio where he even shot some of the Avatar movie at the blue with the blue people. So I'm here and I'm like, yo, I feel like, yo, yes, bro. Like, I was like, yo, I feel like I'm doing big things here. Like, and he brings me back to the studio. He's like, yo, Cypha, what's up, man? Yo, hey, he's so welcoming. You know what I'm saying? Some celebrities are mean or they're cocky, but he was very genuine. and was sitting there chopping it up. And bro, like, let me pinpoint back to Alicia Majestic Brooks, because literally every story is like back to back. I remember the last conversation that Alicia Majestic Brooks told me. She was like, she brought me out to dinner. This is like 2 years when I'm under her as an artist. And I was also an A&R for her label at like literally 5 months before we departed. So I was recruiting artists from Virginia, people that didn't have opportunities, and I sought out talent. I would bring them in, and they would get audio recording, photo shoots, recording shows. Bro, I was getting artists on.
Damn.
So yeah, bro, that's what I do, because that's where I'm like, literally where I'm from. I'm like, I'm a lending hand. I like to show love. If I know I can do something, I'm gonna do the same for you.
Right,
but she brought me out to the dinner. This is the last time I seen Alicia Majestic Brooks. Well, actually, I invited her to the show and after that, but this is the last time we really was like engaging, like every day. We was always seeing each other. This last day, she calls me. She's like, "Look, I'm gonna bring you out to dinner. I'm gonna pay for it and all that." We're sitting down at this nice restaurant. Bro, she's chill. You know what I'm saying? All I asked for was a burger and fries. You know, I'm not selfish. I'm not greedy.
Don't want to be greedy,
like,
bro. You know, yeah,
bro, food's food, bro. So, and she's like, "Look, I want you to go discover yourself and do your own thing, because you're not an artist. You are a CEO. And the only way for you to be a boss and a CEO is for you to grow from the ground bottom up and discover life on your own, so that you can be better than what you're doing now." It kind of hurt me, bro, because I loved where I was at and I really respected Alicia. And I was like, dang, like, I felt like I was home. I had a family, but it made me better as an entertainer and an artist to do things on my own. Now that I have the knowledge today of what I need to do and don't need a record label. If that never happened, where people pushed me and said, "I don't want you under me. I want you to have your own thing," that's more respect than me being under you and me feeling like you're taking from me. You're giving me more because now I'm free. You know what I'm saying? And that's to pinpoint to the connecting the dots to Michael Capone. I was working with him, and our last conversation, he did the same thing. This is a huge celebrity. Like, he goes to Hollywood, and people are like, "Oh, snap, we know who he is. He's the Blue Ranger." Yeah, so our last conversation with him, he's like, "Yo, I know what you're going to be." And I'm sitting here, bro. I'm like, I think I was like 20, 21. I'm crazy young. I'm still jumping around, turning up at clubs and parties and promoting and stuff like that. And I'm like, what is this guy talking about? I'm trying to go to LA. like, what's going on? Like, I'm trying to join the team. But he sat down with me for 2 hours, bro. I walk up to, he hits me up for the last time. He hits me up. I pull up, I'm driving a Volkswagen Jetta. And I pull up, he got his Challenger, white Challenger. The movie studio got.
I was hoping it was blue, but go ahead.
It could have been. That would have been crazy. It would make sense. So I'm like, yo, cool. What does he want to talk to me about? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is like, bro, this is like the Green Ranger in your neighborhood just hitting you up like, "Hey, bro, I want to chop it up and carry conversation." Doesn't pay for. He's like, "Bro, normally I get paid for conferences and me doing speeches and stuff for people. This was free constellation from a celebrity for 2 hours." And he's sitting down with me. He's like, "Bro, you're talented, bro. Like, you're gonna be something great. I don't want to tell you who you're gonna be, but I'm gonna let you figure it out on your own." And he was like, "Bro, like, keep doing what you're doing. You're a boss. I love your sound." And boom, that was the last time we met. After that gave me a signal to do things on my own, because I was seeking so much from other people that I already established that either they couldn't do something for me as much as I could do for myself, because I wanted to be bigger than Jay-Z, Drake, and all of them. And some people have connects, but maybe their connects isn't going to get you to where you need to be. Maybe you need to find your own connects and live life to meet those people. So after that, I started hustling. I was a dancer for what's those people name? Man, bro. Think. I was in this dancer video. It's an old school crew. I'm gonna get back to the name, and that was based off my friend Rob J. That I was in the studio with. He helped me with the Megan Thee Stallion situation, and I was a dancer, not an artist. That was an experience. And furthermore, when I started learning these experiences in person and being in the room with celebrities, I was like, I need to put a stamp on my name. I don't need to. I'm gonna stop utilizing other big names and make myself the big name. So my recent hit song, Finito, got 1 million streams on SoundCloud organically by marketing. I put in almost $2,000 to almost $2,500 in order for the song to even be international. Almost every country, there was people listening to Finito. That story is so incredible because I did it on my own.
That's crazy,
and I made it happen. Yes, like that song, I was sitting down, right? And I love telling this story. I'm glad we're having this interview because people are wild about this story because people are like, how did you chart on iTunes? How did you get a plaque? And I'm like, everything in life, when you do music, has to be a plan. There needs to be marketing. It's never about the video.
It's never about the photo. It's marketed.
That's the number one thing. Without that, none of these people would even be who they are today. The only reason why Ice is where she's at is because of marketing. It's not her looks. It's not her music.
Yeah.
Because there's millions of dope artists with curly hair. You know what I'm saying? How many light-skinned artists do we know? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, when it came to Finito, it really inspired me because I utilized my A&R skills. I was on Instagram, and I was just searching around artists in my area that I could work with because I was working with a lot of artists from out of Virginia, like Choice Sincere. He done songwriting for Chris Brown. We have a song together called See Me. DJ Flip from LA. DJ Flip worked with Blueface, Boosie Badass, and he produced one of my records called Ride the Wave. So when I was working with
hang on. Okay, go ahead.
All right, there we go.
So you were talking about Boosie Badass. Let's go from there. Hey, while we're on this little break, I gotta step off and for like 10, 15 minutes tops, and we'll do a part 2 for real. Like, you have a lot to say, and I want to hear it all, but like, you know, I was trying to start it earlier because I got a whole bunch of other shit going on. But if we got to do part 2, we'll do part 2. But let's get in what we can in 10, 15 minutes, and we'll go from there.
All right, let's get it. So Finito was based on me going on Instagram and searching for an artist that I wanted to help get a hit song with me. I'm all about helping people establish their credentials. De La West was an artist that I seen that I wanted to make the next Nicki Minaj. You know what I'm saying? I always had that P. Diddy CEO mindset where I'm always wanting to build an artist. And I found her. She was freestyling, and I liked her flow. It was a lot of character towards it. And I went on her TikTok. She had almost 500,000 followers. And I was like, how can we market this and make this a hit record? First off, she is already an appealing type of female. You know, I already knew men were going to be drawn to it because, you know, everything is always based about looks as well. You know, if you look good, you're going to be in there. So I'm chopping it up with her, and I'm like, look, people were bashing her on TikTok because they said that she couldn't rap. I knew she could. I felt like she had a lot of talent, and she still does. She's an incredible artist. And freestyling, I'm hitting her in DM. I'm like, hey, let's do a song. I got a lot of friends. Let's see what we can do with this record so we can shut everybody up on TikTok.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so I had a friend, his name is 64 Boy, and it's so crazy I'm speaking about this because you do the research, this is all true. I have my man 64 Boy. He's produced songs for 2 Chainz, massive amount of people. And I hit him up. I said, bro, I need a beat. And I don't need just any beat. I need an industry beat. So him and this guy named Young Frenchie, which he produced for Maybach Music, Rick Ross, all this stuff. He's over there in London. We got a beat from London. And I was like, okay, this is all foreign. This is all different. This is all mainstream. I wanted everything to be mainstream.
No doubt.
64 Boy was connected with Empire Distribution, which a lot of mainstream artists go through them.
Yep.
So we had Finito distributed by Empire, the beat produced by somebody that produced for Maybach Music and, you know, doing big things. And then we have a CEO of a record label collaborating on this beat with a famous TikTok artist, with an entrepreneur and popular person from Virginia on Instagram.
Sure.
Put that all together, we're going to gain a lot of attention. So I orchestrated that. I set up a meeting for everybody. I said, look, if everybody wants a plaque, everybody wants a hit, everybody wants to be this superstar or whatever and get heard, let's put all heads together and make this happen.
Damn right.
Literally within like 2 months of distributing the Finito record, we already had 500,000 streams. Yes.
Damn, bro.
That would have never happened if we didn't put I put my own $2,000 into the marketing. SoundCloud's going crazy. Everybody's like, yo, this is a hit song. It's going crazy. Boom. We charted within a year. We charted on iTunes right next to Don Toliver, Pop Smoke. We were 96 on the hip hop rap charts. We got Spotify to give us a plaque. Well, it's my song, but I received all these awards, but it was everybody else's achievement as well.
Damn, bro, that's crazy.
Spotify gave me a plaque for 100,000 streams. We charted. Fat Joe reposted the record on his Instagram. So everybody was going crazy, bro.
Holy shit, bro. What?
Yes. Fat Joe is like, when you go on my Instagram and scroll down, I actually had to post that shit.
That's
in the
crazy.
comments.
Of course you did, bro. What?
Yeah, bro. Like, and Fat Joe's in the comments saying fire emoji. Yes.
Damn, that's a flex. That's a fucking flex. I don't care who you are. It's a fucking flex. Fuck that. Hell yeah, bro.
I was like, we done made a hit, bro. Yes. So, and it drew attention to the point that one day it was one person, and there's many people and many stories about this, but this was when I knew it was a hit. I didn't know this lady. I go to 7-Eleven just to get a roll to smoke a joint. Boom. And I'm in there and I'm like, just ordering it. She's like, aren't you Cyffa? The one with the Finito music video? I was like, get the fuck out of here, bro.
Flax on them. Fuck that, bro. That's crazy, man. That's a hell of a feeling, man. That's a hell of a feeling.
Hell of a feeling. That's why I always tell my clients and new clients, invest into yourself, because just posting your music on Instagram and just posting it 1,000 times in front of the same people isn't going to get you anywhere.
I got bad news. It's pay to play, guys. It's pay to play. If you're not,
it's a casino that's going to get you your results back.
If you're not willing to invest in yourself and your craft, you're not going to make it. It's a sad truth, but it's pay to play in this industry. Ask anyone who's in it, anyone who broke into it. They paid to play.
They paid, and they're still paying.
Damn right.
And that's why I genuinely,
until you're the guy that gets paid.
And then even then, you're still got to pay WorldStar and Lyrical Lemonade, because when you're higher up, to even get your videos on WorldStar, you still got to pay that $2,500, that $5,000, regardless of where you're at. But it's because you have that money to afford it, you're good. So yeah, Finito went crazy. Like I said, I had met this girl at 7-Eleven. She was like, "Oh snap, aren't you Cyffa?" And I get that a lot where I'm from, man. Like 2 weeks ago, I'm at Walmart and I'm just walking, and I'm just like, I'm with my girl, walking straight, boom. And then this guy randomly is like, "Hey, yo, keep doing what you're doing," and daps me up. And I'm like, I don't know if he knows me, but obviously. So I was like, yo, it I know people wouldn't do that if they don't know who you are. You know what I'm saying? So
no doubt.
Times like that really inspired me. And even after then, just marketing and helping other artists be on BillboardHipHop.com. And I've been featured and interviewed on 50 Cent's website. A couple artists have. But, you know, for a lot of artists, it's hard to get on that platform if you're not spending that bread. Even This Is 50, you got to pay to be on there to even get interviewed. And I think when we were talking before, we wanted to talk and let artists know how important it is to even invest into little things. Like during COVID was really that time when I started my marketing company. It was 2020. And that's when I had my daughter. I was in the hospital and I was not making any money on my music. And I'm sitting here like I'm a grown man, I'm a father. I'm not having any motion going on as far as me making money off my name, which that's what I've been working for my whole entire life. And I'm sitting here, I'm like praying to God, I'm like, yo, something pop up. And then I meet this guy on social media. He's verified, and he has this crazy engagement. He's getting about 1,000 comments for almost like 20 to 50,000 likes consistently. And I DM him, and I'm like, I want to learn on how are you doing this? Like, he chopped it up with me, gave me his number. That day is the day that I hopped into this world of networking. When I was already a socializer, I already knew how to talk to different people in different fields. And he kind of opened the door for me in the world and opened my eyes that the main reason why the world is even spinning on its axis is because of business, marketing, advertisement, technology. You know what I'm saying? Just those 4 things alone is the main sources in the planet as to why things are moving the way it is. iPhones, marketing, billboards that we see on the highway, marketing, brands and logos on buildings as to why they're so big and colorful and bright light,
and
marketing.
What colors they are, yeah.
Because if you're looking at a building that's dull, you're going to think it's old or it's been there for a couple of years. The one with the LED lights on it with a big logo, you're like, I might want to go there because it looks a little bit more up to speed in what I'm trying to do.
No doubt. No doubt.
Yeah.
The way that we linked, you hit me up talking about you can get people's music videos, independent artist music videos on MTV, VH1, CMC, all that. Correct?
Right.
So
right.
Tell me about that. How? What?
It's so crazy because I grew up watching BT Jams, and the fact that I'm able to make it happen like that,
I didn't even know
crazy.
They were still airing music videos, bro. So please tell us more about it.
Yeah, so BT Jams, I say about 2 years ago, they was really open to trying to promote local artists and indie artists because they were airing too much. That's what I'm saying. This is new, bro. This is still fresh. It started 2 years ago. So we're in a new realm where if you saying you can't make it, that's impossible. It's so easy now.
No one knows about what you're talking about right now. So you got to elaborate a lot.
Yeah, BT Jams was just dropping celebrity videos. If you ever see any video through BT Jams or MTV, it'll say Atlanta Records, Interscope Records. There was no indie artists on these platforms. BT Jams decided to start promoting indie artists, specifically a lot of hip hop rap. It's already a Black Entertainment Tonight, field where that's where hip hop was really generated from, was really New York, but it's a hip hop field full of African people that we created the sound. So BT Jams decided to really reach out to the locals to try to help them because now labels aren't really the it. It's a lot of the independent labels that are really out here killing it. They're the ones you see our artists wanting to sign to Kendrick Lamar or Jay-Z or Yo Gotti more than trying to sign with Universal or Warner Bros. Because once you sign yourself with certain other labels that are already 360 deals, contract based on we need about 40-50% of your work changing your image, that's not it no more. Nobody's trying to be a slave anymore. So once a lot of these artists, I feel like it really honestly, growing up, I feel like it was Drake. Because Drake has done a lot of things independently that we don't know. He did things through Young Money, but once he created OVO Sound and was a mainstream artist signing other artists, which Jay-Z's done it, but I'm saying as far as the new generation, he really inspired people to want to start their own labels. And do their own radios and stuff like that as an artist, not just saying I'm a CEO. MTV followed the same thing with BT Jams when they decided to want to promote local artists because it's a competitive field.
No doubt.
Okay, they're doing this, and mind you, people are paying to be on this platform. So why would BT Jams, MTV not even want to even accept this when there's more indie artists than mainstream artists? They're going to make more money messing around with the indie artists and putting them out there when they're paying this bread to get on there than a mainstream artist. It's facts. It's just mathematical.
Yep.
So they decided to do that 2 years ago during COVID, and a lot of artists have been making it out there. Another thing I like to say is even Lyrical Lemonade is accepting people. It's not mainstream. It's no more about mainstream artists. But here's the thing. If you're not willing to invest your money to be on these platforms, you will never get a chance to be on there.
Absolutely. And
you're gonna wait. Yep.
I did some research. There's some articles, you can't see my phone, but there's some articles out there about how to get your music video played on MTV, and the numbers are very high. But the numbers that you told me about are not as high. So tell me about the deals that you had. Tell me about what you can do for an independent artist. What you can do.
So what I can do is everything in the music industry that you could possibly think of that you want to do, as long as your budget is able to be afforded for it. If you come to me with $5 grand, I'm gonna give you an example. You come to me for $5 grand, I know that you're really trying to get somebody to listen to you for it. Because then I can put you on radio spins. I can get you on BT almost $5 grand. I can get you on BET for six premiere showings.
How much does it cost for someone to get a music video on MTV, BET, whatever you're talking about? All the network. How much does that cost through you?
One premiere is $1,000.
Okay.
1,000, and you will get a date. It takes about a month to get the air out because everybody's submitting in. It's going to take about 30 days to get your video showed. But we'll get a time for you. It's normally around 1 to 2 p.m., 3 to 4 p.m. And that's kind of a good time.
No doubt.
That's a really good time. Somebody's on their break or something.
Kids
MTV is all the network
at 3 o'clock. Kids getting home from school at 3 o'clock.
Yeah, high school, college has a lot of time. They have areas in college places where you can sit and watch music videos, barbershops.
Damn right.
I mean, so everybody in the world is going to see you.
Yeah, and from what I read, if you don't go through you, it costs somewhere around $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 to get one play on it.
So, yeah, if not going through me, people are going to charge you that much just for one.
Damn right.
$3 grand. You come to me for $3 grand. $3 grand can get you. What was it? $3 grand gets you 6 showings. 1,000 gets you 1 showing. And then I gotta see what it is, but yeah. So it stops at $3 grand to get 6 showings. $3 grand is probably gonna get you 1 showing through any type of marketing agency. It's about $3 grand to get you a couple articles. You come to me for $3 grand for talking about articles, I can guarantee almost 500 articles. Your Google panel is going to be looking like Drake's.
Hit him up. Hit him up. What's your IG?
CYFFALEYENDA 757.
Hit him up.
But yeah, so 1,000 for Instagram is it's 10 Instagram lives. So I promote Instagram lives. So I get you international people just that love to sit down and just watch influencers. So I do that. It's unlimited posting for 30 days. I don't give a fuck if you decide to post 300 times. We're going to make sure that every post is organically being engaged. You're going to get past 100 comments. on top of what you already get alone with your families, which is great. What else? 2 magazine interviews. I do bundles. That's what I'm saying. So all of that is going to be in there, and that's crazy because you're not getting that anywhere else.
Nope.
Unlimited posting is a lot of work. Nope. Unlimited posting alone is that people are going to charge you about $2,500 just to do that.
Damn right.
Yeah. So, I can help you get a plaque. My plaque price is $800. If you want a chart, that's $1,000, and you will chart for a whole day in America. So your mom, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your friends down the block, they click that iTunes John and they scroll down. They go see you right there next to
your ass, bro. They be like, oh my God, is that Cyffa?
Bro, they gonna see you right there.
I remember that motherfucker crying in 2nd grade.
Yeah, the one that told you that you're not gonna make it. Well, you made it now.
You made it. You made it. It just takes a little investment, bro. And really, at the end of the day, it's all about perception. It's about public perception.
Yep.
When you go on someone's profile and they got a bunch of fucking followers, and you hit that profile button because you were a little bit interested, and you see they have 5,000, 10,000, 100,000 followers, you're gonna hit that follow button because obviously 100,000 people thought it was worth it to follow this person. It's all about you got to think about sheep mentality. You got to think about herd mentality. You know, this is the life that we live in. This is the world that we live in. What are the biggest what are the biggest obstacles that you've had to face in this whole journey?
Definitely like rejection, not feeling that I was good enough to be in certain fields. Like being 27 and starting when I was like 17, 18, for these 10 years, I've been going up and down with who am I? How can I be the best in this field of competition? Because the music and entertainment world, and I mean that as like everything, sports and everything, it's competitive. I don't care what you're saying about you say out your mouth that you're the best artist, but I talk to artists every day, and almost every artist tells me that.
I haven't thought about that. Let me interrupt you for 1 second. Because I really hate music that is just about how great of a rapper you are, how great of an artist you are. Stop telling me how great you are and then just prove it. But something was brought up to me recently that explained to me that, you know, most of these artists, especially rappers, grow up in an environment where they're beat down emotionally. They are never encouraged. They're never told that they're worth anything. So when a rapper is saying they're the best, it's not bragging, it's self-affirmation. It's saying, it is. I've gone through all this and I am still this. So I am the shit. I'm the best in my head. You don't know what I've been through. Fuck everything else. It's self-affirmation.
And we live in a world where it's cool to hear that, but I want to see it. Don't tell me you're the best.
No doubt. But I think also the appeal is when you as a listener are listening to that, you don't necessarily sing to it, rap to it as, oh, that person is the best. It's a self-affirmation for yourself when you are celebrating it. It's I am the best. I am fuck all the haters. They don't know who I am. I'm the shit. Just wait.
Right. And that is actually, honestly, is at me being an artist, and I feel like I'm one of the best out here. But I don't carry myself in a very conceited way so that people don't actually welcome that energy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because where I go and when I do things, just like I'll tell you stories about how people dap me up and I don't have to say anything. The only way for that to even happen is for me to do something with my words so that my actions match what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? You can't just say you're the best. LeBron doesn't say that at all.
Nope.
We all know it now.
No, and hey, Jordan didn't say it either, but what he would do was he would challenge people for the next game during one game. he was setting a standard for himself. It wasn't about what anybody else thought. He knew that, okay, hey, you did this on me. Wait till next game.
Right.
Wait till you see what I do to you
Right.
next game. Just wait. You
The
know.
competitive mentality, bro.
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
That's what it is. This world is all about competition and who's better than what. But if you turn it into a friendly game, then it will always be that. It will never be hatred, gunshots, people dying, all this extra stuff going on.
Friendly is the operative word right there. There's enough out here for all of us.
All of
If
us.
you are on any hustle, I don't care if you're making music, social media content, interview, affiliate, I don't care what you're doing. Collaborate. Do not fight with somebody. Don't pick beefs. It's all love. If you keep it love, there's 8 billion people, probably more than that now, on this earth. There's 4.9 billion people on the internet, bro.
Yeah, facts.
There's enough out here for everybody.
For everybody. Yep.
What does success in life look like to you?
So the success of life to me is just having generational wealth to the point that you don't mind helping a group of people, a community, the state, the city become a whole as to what you're doing.
Damn.
And it's crazy that I speak like that because in Virginia, Pharrell, Pusha T, Missy Elliott, Chris Brown have not done nothing to come back to help Virginia artistry be to the next level, like LA, New York, Miami, Texas. When one person blew up, when Megan blew up from Texas, all these other female rappers started blowing up.
And Pharrell's grandma taught music in Virginia, correct?
If I'm not mistaken, I think she did.
Fact check me, everybody. If I put this out, fact check me.
But you have to come back. You have to. The only way, just like a dynasty or a bloodline. A bloodline doesn't continue their legacy if there's nothing to give back to. There's not one great person in the family. They're all great. Can't be selfish. I lived in a household with selfishness where because I have a doctor's degree, I'm better than you. Who cares? Because you have a doctor's degree and I might have a special talent that God gave me that has nothing to do with the doctor's degree, but because we're two different intellectual people that are intelligent in our own different field, we could utilize each other.
But their perspective prevents that from happening.
Exactly. I know more than you because a professor told me that I am better than society, so I don't need to work with this specific type of people.
Damn.
That's why the world is in a fluctuative, upside down situation. Because everybody feels like this competitive game needs to be friendly. Like I said, it doesn't need to be hatred. There's too much hatred in the world of people thinking that they're better than people when that's not the reason why God gave you the intelligence and the gift. He gave it to you to show love. These leaders that we read about in history books, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X. I just finished watching Malcolm X movie and I love the story of it. He gave other people knowledge that he had to help the world understand that we are all the same, we are all equal. It was never for him to keep all the knowledge for himself to feed the 4 people in his household. This man gave people knowledge to the point that now I know it. He's passed, it's been years, and now he's passed down information to me to make me a better leader.
Damn right. And he had no ego and he didn't care. He was aware of how most of the world was going to see him at that time. But he still decided to do it because it was the thing to do. It was the right thing to do.
That's right, bro. And pinpoint to what you were saying earlier when you said, how did I overcome like certain situations to be in a successful mindset, bro? Once you discover who you are, everybody else's opinions and how they feel about you does not matter no more. I don't care if they say that they love you every day. This person can say that they love you, but their actions aren't showing it, meaning that it was just words to them.
No doubt, no doubt. And really at the end of the day, once you become secure in who you are, that also means that you have built the people around you that keep you who you are. So anyone new, they can come, they can go. You're not worried about it. I love anybody who comes and shows support and everything, but really at the end of the day, if you come and show hate, I'm not going to change a damn thing about what I'm doing. It's
right.
You know,
I'm not going to bring you around my aura.
Exactly.
I'm all
not
positive.
worth my energy. You are not worth my energy to affect my energy.
Facts. The only way to get ahead, I don't care what anybody says, we are in a negative world. You can make it in the positive industry, you can make it in the negative industry. But when you ever stay into the positive world, regardless if you're struggling outside, going through so much stuff, if you stay in that mindset, you're going to run into a situation where you meet that millionaire that is all about positivity, and you're going to be in a successful route.
It takes that
just
one person. It takes that one person.
One person. Ain't gotta be nobody in your family. Ain't gotta be your best friend. Ain't gotta be the person that is your idol. It might be somebody in the church. The last person is gonna be anyone you know, anyone you want it to be. It's not gonna be that person. It's gonna be the person that you need.
Look. I don't know if you've read much about The Secret and things like that, but there's no need to know how. You just got to know what you're trying to accomplish, and then what you need in your life, you will attract.
It's so crazy, bro, because boom. So about the company that I was having a meeting with before we had this interview.
Yeah.
I had applied to be a social media marketer. I'm already an outgoing person, and I never like to settle, bro. Like, it's not me. You can't tell me who I am. I already know where I want to go.
No doubt.
So I own my marketing company. I do freelancing, so I'm over here. I want to work with big businesses and do big things as far as social media engagement, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So we're having this meeting, and I got a chance to meet the owner. And the owner, there's 3 owners of Mango Mango. They are very successful. They work for themselves. They don't work no job. They let the job work for them.
That's the dream, man.
That's what I'm saying. And those are people you want to shake hands with, not no rapper. I want to know who's behind the scenes. What's going on?
Facts, though.
Everybody want to meet Ice Spice. No, I want to meet L.A. Reid. I want to meet, you know what I'm saying, Dr. Luke.
Who made Ice Spice? Ice Spice. That's who. Yeah, it's the people behind the scenes that you don't know their names. Once you get connected with them, you know you're doing something right.
You're doing something right. And we're having this meeting, bro, and I got a chance to meet her. I've been trying to meet her in person for the longest time. It took me almost 2 months. That's how busy owners are. They're just doing so much. And you're like, I just want to shake my hand and carry a 5-minute conversation.
No doubt.
But I got a chance to meet with her, and she's like astonished. And I have a meeting with her to work with her as far as like boom, boom, boom with the social media stuff. And it really inspired me, bro. And I'm just saying this. And I'm just saying that to be an inspiration to people. Like, don't settle yourself short. If you feel like you want to be the biggest mechanic, walk into the room and shake hand with the owner, not no manager, employee, and ask for a job. When you could be a co-founder or you could be the director, but you put yourself in a certain category because you felt like that was the only way to survive. You could have had the Mercedes, but you didn't step up in the building with your suit and tie and say, hello, my name is Israel Grant, and I own this, I know how to do this, I have my resume, I really want to get to work. But instead, you were like, I'm just going to be a rapper, and I just want to make music and get fans and make money off my music. There's so many ways to make money with the music industry. Why are you just settling?
Exactly, bro. Like, you know the term, dress for the job you want? You have to present yourself on social media for the job you want. And when you're talking to people, you have to craft those messages and those emails professionally, and you have to present yourself as the person that you're hoping that you can be through this connection.
Right. And it will happen.
Absolutely. If you just stay consistent with it, if it's not the first connection, it's the next one, the next one, it's the next one. At the end of the day, you just got to stay consistent.
It's crazy that you're 1,000 to 1,000,000% correct. Where my business office is at right here. I'm creating a studio right here, a recording studio. So I have a marketing company. I'm gonna have a studio and a record label. I was walking out in the area where my business office is at, and I was like, I want to do marketing and be a publicist for certain companies. I got turned down by one. The other one didn't hit me back. The other one didn't hit me back. But the one over here across the street wants to have a meeting with me. So
damn. Okay.
So when you say that is facts, you don't turn yourself down because everybody else didn't like you. People didn't like Michael Jordan, but he's the best. He's one of the best.
High school team, bro. Like what?
He turned him down multiple times. But you have to accept that not everybody is going to understand you. Some people are not on your level. It's not you that's not intelligent. It's just those people just don't understand what your lingo or how you orchestrate things. But somebody will. They will look at you like you're special. And they'll look at you and say, you are the chosen one. You're exactly what I needed. You never know, man.
I 100% agree with that. And like, all right, so I'm not trying to brag. I'm not trying to flex or anything right now. Like, and okay, so first note, that being said, my family does not understand what I'm doing right now. They don't. They, you know, and we have an agreement that I'm not going to tell them anything about what I'm doing, because when I tell them about accomplishments, they're like, huh?
Right.
What does that mean? Right. At the end of the day, though, I know who I was 3 years ago, and that was a Jeffrey Dahmer looking motherfucker who, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, I was in another world. I know who I was 2 years ago. I know who I was 6 months ago. And when I look at myself today, I realize I'm the person I've been trying to be since high school.
Right.
And at the end of the day, I realize it's because I found my genuine self.
Right.
When you find your genuine self and the hustle that you feel like you're meant to be on, the thing that drives you, you just stand in your own lane. And some people see it and some people don't.
Right. That's a fact. And some people would probably never see it. They're just going to miss out on the greatness that was inside of you the whole time and see you on TV, on TED Talks, and they're going to still try to figure out how you did it when it was just, that's just how God made you, bro. Some people were just made of greatness, and it was just meant for them to be this great person, to influence others to do the same thing.
And some people that weren't don't see it.
They don't see it. Some people you can tell from common sense, you look at an individual where this is exactly who they're going to be for the rest of their life. Yeah. It's not going any further. That's facts. The manager at Home Depot that's been there for 10 years that told you were not talented. You're not going anywhere, bro. This is you. You're asking me who I am? I see you.
Bro, hey, and look,
it's not a bad thing, because a job is a job. We gotta survive out here. But it's about the respect of each other. If you didn't disrespect him, then you would have never been disrespected with who you are as a person. Now you look crazy.
Exactly, you know what I'm saying? Look, I worked every field of shit jobs there is. Fast food to restaurants to manual labor of every sort. Blah, blah. There are people that I can look back on where they just didn't understand, and they encouraged me to stay in these jobs because this is a safe route. You know, it's a safe route. Blah, blah, blah.
Right.
But then I can remember the people that looked at me when they hired me, and they were like, you know what, I know this is temporary for you, and I hope it is.
Right.
But you know, and those are the people I appreciate. The people that really just didn't see the potential, I remember them too, you know. But at the end of the day, we know our self-worth, and you got to stand on your self-worth.
That's like a gold star from Mario that people give you, like when they tell you that you're going to be great, and you are doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. It's like star power. You know what I'm
Such
saying?
a good way to put it, bro. That's such a good way to put it, man.
Like, for real. And it makes me more powerful. I get more punches in. Somebody throws a jab at me. You're not a good rapper. I'm like, well, I got 50 stars at this point. Like, you can't say shit to me, bro. At this point, I'm already at my ultimate prime. I just need one song. I just need one video, and I'm good to go.
Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. And let me just say one note on being in your prime. Royce the 5'9" got this one line where he's like, everybody always talk about being in their prime. Go ahead, be in your prime. I could always improve. I could always improve.
That's a fact. There's so much room for improvement, bro. Don't ever settle.
Damn right.
Like, I don't want to be this. I don't want to be Cyffa today. I want to be the Cyffa in 2050. I'm trying to get to that bit. You know what I'm saying? Bro. I should not just want to be 2023 Cyffa. Never. Because I should be the next year, I should be at a whole complete level.
Damn right. So you should be in a whole new place. A whole new, exactly, bro. Yeah. It's all about growth, man.
All about growth. Yes. If you're not trying to grow, if you're not meeting new people, that's the sign. That's the sign right there. When you don't meet new people, you're not growing. When you don't see a sort change of your balance of your income change, I don't care. Sometimes it's not even about that, but when you do see that, that's a sign. When you see people even helping you and you don't even have to pay for things.
Man, yes.
That's a sign that you're about to become something successful. That means that person sees you. They know exactly who you're going to become, so they're going to do things for you without you paying because you probably don't have it right now. Those are three incredible signs.
Damn right, bro. Damn right, man. I want to shout out like 8 people that have seen me like that. Like the Steve Strange firm, London's. There's a whole bunch of people. Anyway, go ahead. But yo, is there anything about your upbringing, your background, the things you've gone through, the things you've learned that I didn't know to ask you about? Because I don't know you like that. So is there anything you want to talk about that I didn't know to ask you about?
Shit, man. I was adopted. I met my real mom, I think like 2 years ago.
What?
And yeah.
Hold up. All right. So we could go through the whole adopted story, but I feel like that'd be another 2 hours, and my screen recorder won't hold that. But you met your mom, your birth mother at 25 years old. Is that, do I have the math right?
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
I was not emotional whatsoever, except for the fact of, wow, like sometimes people got to do research to find their parents. All I had to do. So the people that adopted me, my adopted dad, he gave my mom my number, and then that's how we really chopped it up. He was adopted around like 3 months.
So they stayed in touch with your mom? Your adopted parents stayed in touch with your mom the whole time? Yeah. Wow. So, yeah, they were telling her information, how I was doing and what I was into in life and stuff like that. Yeah, that's. And then when I met my real mom, she was incredible, and I loved it. That's crazy because this is our first interview of me actually really speaking about this for real, and I'm glad to talk about it because me and my mom are like absolute best friends. This is amazing. This is amazing. More than my mom that raised me for like 25 years. I didn't really have a connection with my parents like that. They were really upscale, military, sought life in ways that they sought things and never wanted to change their perspectives about how life could be. They, you know what I'm saying, they really want to be in the military. They wanted me to be this person, but I always wanted to be an artist. And I feel like with my real mom, I'm letting her know, like my mom loves my new single, Loyalty. And she's like, wow, I really, because normally I'm cussing in my music, but I have a purpose in what I'm saying in my lyrics. This one was a little different because I feel like the world is missing out on love, loyalty, communication, and support from each other. So I wanted to have a song based around that and still got the whole trap vibe, you know what I'm saying? But my mom really was like,
wow, I like this song. This is the one that I really like. And I feel like as parents, and I have 2 kids, and I'm gonna do the same thing with my kids, and I learned this from my adopted parents. Is I don't care what my kids want to be, as long as it's positive, I'll support it all the way. I don't care how old you are. All you got is family, and at the end of the day, if your parents aren't supporting you, every successful person has either their mom or their father or a family member every step of the way. It's a known fact. I was watching Temptations.
Or a wife or a girlfriend. Oh, don't get me started.
Bro, that movie Temptations is crazy.
I live my life by the Temptations movie, bro. Like, I swear to God, man.
But you see that their moms were involved.
Their moms and the good girlfriends, wives, ladies in their lives, they were supportive. They were supported. And let's not lie, some of them didn't appreciate that for what it was.
Right.
But I think that's the thing about this generation, this wave of music right now and culture, is the fact that we've learned from those fucking lessons. We don't want to be the guy that leaves a child fatherless.
Right.
We don't want to be the guy that's just a fucking asshole cheating on the one girl that's been there for us and created this whole life with us. No, bro, it's not cool. Our friends would tell us we're fucking up, and that's a significant thing for our generation. That's a beautiful thing, my opinion.
That's why, and I'll tell you something, bro. I've never cheated in any of my relationships that I had in my life. And they look at me as a black man and a rapper, that I'm the same statistic and going to have the same strategies as every other entertainer. And honestly, bro, like, I let people, sometimes you gotta let people have their way because they will never change. So if you look at me a certain way, I can tell you who I am, I can show you who I am, but you're still not gonna like me.
Damn right.
I had an ex like that, bro. I had an ex that I really loved, bro, and we were engaged. And her mom was Panamanian, and she did not like the fact that I was black and a rapper. I wasn't going to school for a degree to satisfy everybody, to make them feel like I'm the best husband in the world. And it got to her head to the point that after a couple years of her mom just in her ear and talking like demons and shit, that she became more enthused about what everybody else wanted her to do and idolize their relationship, and didn't respect that she actually had a man in her life just respecting her. It was not about money for me. It was not about her being in a nice school and she was smart and she was going to be rich, being a nurse. I wasn't looking at that, because when I came to you, you was playing basketball. So it wasn't me looking like I was getting something from you except for your love and attention. And that's all I asked from my relationships, even to this day.
That's all you were hoping she was going to ask from you, is love and attention, but it was status and more than that.
She told me the reason why we broke up is because she wanted a real man. I was 18 years old. I'm still learning about myself. Goddamn, I'm still learning about myself now.
If you're supportive, you're going to help me become that real man, bro. If you're the one, if you worth my time, we're going to grow together. Right. I'm going to make you the woman you want to become, and you're going to make me the man I want to become. It's going to be a team effort.
That's a fact. Equality.
Exact. Give and take. Partnership. I don't give it. Right. You know, I was thinking about this. The term life partner.
Right.
It's a beautiful term, in my opinion. It's mostly used by the LGBTQ plus community. And there's, obvious reasons for that, but at the same time, it could be used for any relationship, because a life partner is someone. It's a business partner, it's an emotional partner, it's a personal. It's a person who wants to help you and make your life easier in every way that you want to grow, whether it's financial or emotional or any other way. But they're gonna be there. They're down for the ride
throughout all your struggles, and life is meant of details. So if they with you when you had your car and you got that 2 jobs and you got that bread, and they leave when you sleeping outside, then leave her because she's not the one for you. But if she's still with you when you outside, no matter if it's 6 to 8 months, and you trying to figure out life, and she's still there motivating you while you go get yourself together, that's the one, bro. Like she sees something different in you. And I hear that from a lot of my relationships is women always tell me, I see something in you, and I don't believe my appearance, I don't believe this, that, and the third. First off, believe in yourself before anybody else, your girl, your boyfriend, because once you believe in yourself, everybody else around you is going to believe you, regardless. That's just how the energy works. But if you have a partner like that, you're going to be, most of the time, you'll be successful based off your partner, never off your family.
Facts, bro. Facts. Because your partner is everything. They're going to make
that
things...
attention and that love is different from that attention and love from your mom.
Absolutely. And it affects your day to day. I mean, that's, you know, when you establish a lifetime partner, that person has to understand the things that you're trying to accomplish.
Right.
So that they know the role that they need to play in order for you to accomplish those things, in order for you to be a happy person, to be the person they need you to be, they want you to be. My lady has been there. My lady bought me the laptop I'm working on, the camera I've shot music videos on. You know, she's been supporting me and she's gotten me to this point. It's been a situation of raw faith and belief. And that being behind me in every decision I've made, it's been a part of it. It's been my drive.
Right. And it makes you it puts you in the mindset like, I ain't going nowhere. You ain't got to worry about that.
Anybody else online could say, oh, you shit, you do this, you do that, but I don't care. Go ahead. Yeah, right. I'm old. I'm 35 years old. Some guy was talking about, oh, look at these motherfuckers. They're like 40 years old talking about Instagram threads. And I was like, is there an age limit? Hold on, what do you mean?
There's really not an age limit. Like, Oprah's how old? Is she still out here?
Bruh, yeah. And I dare someone to talk shit about Oprah. I fucking dare you.
Right. She'll probably send somebody to come scoop your ass up real quick, and you would never know it was Oprah.
She'll send someone to buy you a house and make you feel like an asshole. Like,
right. You're like, Oprah? You do this type of shit? Like, you're a little, you in the triads.
Yeah, no doubt, bro. No doubt, man. Yo, do you got anything coming up you want to talk about?
So I'm trying to stir up things. A talent show on August 5th. I don't know if we still got to have a meeting for it, but when we had our first meeting, that's what is going down. Talent show for all talents, clean lyrics. And I'm eventually start giving out people Grammy Awards, plaques, playlisting, all that for free for people that win. And I think that is the reason why people go out of their state instead of staying where they're at. Because a lot of times, sometimes you don't have to leave. Reason why people in LA don't leave is because what? Everything's there. A lot of people in Ohio, certain states, they don't have opportunities, so they have to leave. But in Virginia, it's the same way. So I was like, how can I change the mindset of that? I have all these resources, all these connections. Let me figure out a way to help artists want to stay here and make an establishment so that when they do leave, they're already solidified.
Exactly, bro. No doubt, man. No doubt. Unless there's anything else you want to talk about, that's all we really have for you.
Man, we chopped it up.
Hell yeah, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Man, like I said, with a lot of artists and clients is be consistent. If you're going to invest into what you're doing, whether it's a business, a product, your music, your content, steady, always drop money in there. You get your paycheck, don't go buy shoes. Go over here to try and impress people at the club. When them people don't even care about you. But you impressing people that don't even care about you, and you putting $1 towards it, when you could put all that money towards people that do like you.
Damn right, bro. Damn right.
So, yes. Do them things, hit me. You know what I'm saying? If people need some marketing, hit me up. You want a chart, you want a plaque, You need digital billboards. You want your website design. You need logos. My studio is about to open in October 6th. So if you need a recording studio, you in Virginia, hit me up. You already know what it is. The vibes is good. Don't bring no negative energy around here because it will come back to you in the long run.
Damn right. Yo.
So,
damn right.
yeah, man.
I appreciate your time,
it,
for
man.
real.
Like, this conversation is mad dope. I like the fact that we kept it real. It wasn't just about music. We hit so many topics.
Nah, bro.
So you keep doing what you're doing too, bro.
To hear life stories, man.
Bro, you keep doing what you're doing because that is what a lot of people don't have the character and the personality for it. Not everybody is genuine. It's a lot of cocky. It's a lot of I am, and nobody knows who you are. But now it makes character, you're showing your true character as the most positive energy that it could be. You keep doing what you're doing, man, it's going to get further because I don't know not one radio podcast interviewer that hasn't made it because you're the main person that's going to be the middleman for everybody. You're going to know everybody. Somebody asks character, yo, don't you know this rapper? Yeah, man, it's my friend. I just called him like 30 minutes ago. What's going on? Well, I wanted to pay for a feature. That feature, which when I do business, this is another thing before we conclude everything is I learned in business that people move around people. So when I do business, if your friend is paying $1,000 and I don't know him, but he's paying for a service that he needs through me, I'm going to at least tip you off $150, $200 for even helping me because why? I wouldn't get paid. He wouldn't get his service if it wasn't for you.
Exactly, bro. You got to appreciate the people around you. You got to appreciate the people feeding you, man. And you got to pay it back. It's this money wouldn't exist without you. So I might as well give you some of this money because it wouldn't exist without you. You know?
It's all
you can make more of this money that wouldn't exist without you exist. I hope you keep doing that. I'm going to give you motivation to do that.
Yeah, and keep doing it to the point that everybody's consistently rolling. You might be like, this is what I want to do now. I found myself. Like, I want to be an A&R. I want to be an entrepreneur. You know, so that's basically entrepreneuring. And that's what I do when I do business with people. I don't care if you say you're a nobody. Well, you're somebody today because you made something happen.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. If you grow every day, you're somebody. You're somebody. And you be damn proud of yourself for it. That's the end thought right there.
You're alive for a reason, bro. You're not alive just to be a stick. You're here to be somebody great. Everybody has purpose. Or you wouldn't be on this planet. You would never be born if you didn't have any purpose. It's like you got a purpose to reach out to people and let people know that you are doing what you're supposed to be doing. You are this person you say you are. So keep doing it. And that's why I tell a lot of artists, bro, artists are probably the most people that have a lot of emotions when it comes to their self, trying to be their self.
Absolutely.
It's a struggle within yourself because somebody tells you you're not nothing, you're ugly, you're this, that, and the third. An artist will literally look in the mirror all day and sabotage themselves about that when it's not that's one person. There's millions of people in the world that will love you. So, yeah, find yourself, love yourself. Everybody else's opinion doesn't matter. Who cares if that girl don't like you that you've been trying to get?
Damn right.
She's going to be in the same spot for 10 years. I don't know how many exes I see on my Instagram.
Hey, bro, she'll be hitting you up when you make it. Don't worry about it.
And she sure will, bro. There's so many people
I see real good when you leave that shit on red.
Bro, I see so many people in my life, bro, that has made me like look at myself as I knew I was doing what I was supposed to be doing. I knew I wasn't crazy because you're still doing what you're doing, and I'm progressing.
Fucking right, bro. It's not my dream that drives me. It's the fear of living an ordinary life, man. They living an ordinary life, we not.
That's a fact. Same for you, man. Your family don't understand what you got going on, but honestly, for somebody that is starting up their company, you met a lot of artists. And not a lot of interviewers meet a lot of artists just talking about, hey, I got this, that, and the third going on. So these are stepping stones for your success to where you're going to be this person on the red rug, but you have to at least hit 500 artists to practice to be this person to an expertise.
Exactly, bro.
So you can be on
I'm still
TV.
perfecting my craft.
And then they're gonna be like, "That's my son."
Yeah. I saw an interview with him, yo. That's my dream,
But you
bro.
was the
Somebody could
main
ever, like,
motherfucker
flex.
talking about I wasn't gonna be this person though. What the hell is this?
For real though. Yo, you're right, man. And this has been a great talk for real. I really appreciate your time. I appreciate all your input and insight and everything for real. This has been Characterized. It was Cypha. It's been a wonderful conversation. I'll see y'all next time. Peace out.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see y'all next time. Peace out. Much love.